Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Mana Cave. My name is Ed.
My name's Travis.
And today we are continuing on with the never-ending Guild Kit Showdown series. This is going to be one of the playoffs for one of the wildcard spots. Wildcard spot number 1, which is going to take place between
Gruul
and Simic. Simic was hands down the top choice within the comment section from the last match where I asked to have it between Boros and Simic. Not many. I mean, there were a couple people.
Yes.
And shout out to the Boros folks.
Yeah.
But Simic definitely sort of took it from there.
Which is good because that freed me to take my Boros deck and turn it into a Feather Commander deck.
Yeah, that's right too. And I actually played against it already, which was
it happened.
It was a cool deck. Yeah, I could definitely see potential with it. I guess it needs some tweaking, but
I've tweaked.
Yeah. I look forward to playing that again. Now, Travis, Gruul got kind of an unfair shake. So I know you've been sort of excited to try to, play it again and, get a better sort of showing with it.
Yeah.
How do you feel? You feel confident?
No. I've had to drop down to 6 cards, which is just not a great way. I mean, you never know. You've clearly come back from 6 cards with your mulliganing and what have you. But coming out of the gates, I know Simic is really, really good. I like that deck a fair bit. That was it, Proliferate?
Yes, yeah.
And Adapt, both I think are in that deck.
Evolve. Are we talking about the Simic deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, Evolve.
Pardon me, I'm thinking... Okay.
Adapt might actually be part of it as well, too. I know Evolve is definitely in this deck.
Proliferate will not be in that deck. Proliferate came out with War of the Spark, and this was before that. It
You're
didn't
right.
come out with War of the Spark. It came back.
Yes,
with
War of the Spark.
So Adapt and Evolve are in that.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you get the synergies going with the +1 shenanigans, it gets cray-cray.
Yeah. Whereas Gruul's a very aggressive deck because it has Riot in it.
Yeah.
So,
Which was fun, too.
Which is a great mechanic. Yeah. So, because that's you can either give it something haste or put a +1/+1 counter on it. But you can actually
find choices.
And there's weird situations where all your creatures can have double Riot, which means you can both put a +1/+1 counter and give it haste. So it can be a very, very powerful deck, and it just didn't get, the chance I think it deserved. We have not rolled to see who goes first.
Nope.
So we're going to roll now. I rolled a 9.
I have not won a die roll in a very long time, actually.
No, but you won a lot of games. So so I think
it wasn't necessarily a complaint.
I would rather lose the die rolls than some of these matches. So I do get to go first.
Yeah.
You are going to get to scribe before you. You can go ahead and do that now just because it makes it easier. So I will look down. This you will actually show to the camera, though.
Yeah, that it's a bit of a... No, I think that's a good call. Keep that on top. You stay right on top, sir.
So that's going to stay on top?
Stay on top. I flippy flapped it right there on top.
Flippy flapped it. Good job. I'm going to kick things off with an island. I'm going to tap that island, and I'm going to cast Fin Raptor. It is a 0/1 flying bird mutant, and it has evolved. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Travis, pass the turn to you.
I think that's the best turn 1 play your deck can have.
I'm going to screw up the audio by cracking a beer after we start recording as opposed to before. Sorry about that.
You know what's the best turn 1 play my deck can have? Forced. Tap. Birds of Paradise.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Birds of Paradise. I've got a special place in my heart for Birds of Paradise. That's not me being sarcastic. I do actually have a special place in my heart.
So we both played 0/1 flyers. Both with very unique abilities.
Yes. Yours is to be what? Tap for any color of mana?
Any color.
Yeah.
So
that card used to be very, very pricey from what I remember as well, too, back in the day.
I will pass to you, sir.
Okay, so untap. Roar. I'm going to play an island, and I'm actually going to tap for 2 and cast the Simic Signet. So it's an artifact. I can pay 1, tap it for both green and blue. Travis?
You.
Pass the turn to you, because there's no sense swinging in with a 0/1 flyer.
Untap. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a mountain.
Okay.
I'm going to tap for 3. Mountain, forest, bird, forest. To cast the Burning Tree Shaman. So whenever a player activates an ability that isn't a mana ability, Burning Tree Shaman deals 1 damage to that player. Is Evolve an ability? I never know these things.
So whenever a player activates
an ability that isn't a mana ability. So obviously land activating with mana, mana rock activating would be...
This is
a triggered ability.
A triggered ability. So it's not an activated ability. And I think that's the difference.
There you go. That makes sense.
Now, for example, it says if it's not a mana ability, which means that if that wasn't there, then if I were to activate the bird for mana and it didn't have that stipulation, that would be an activated ability.
Okay. So what it's essentially saying is whenever activated ability, not triggered ability. It doesn't say that, but that's what it's saying. Okay.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's 3/4 though.
Yeah.
That's still pretty cool. I pass to you, sir.
Okay, so untap, draw. I'm going to play an island. And I'm going to tap the island and add green and blue with a signet. And then one more of whatever. And I'm going to play the Elusive Crassus. Now, the Elusive Crassus can't be blocked. It's a 0/4, a fish mutant, and it has Evolve. Already talked about Evolve. I'm then going to pay 1 blue and cast Fin Raptor, which we've seen before as well, too. They're all still 0 creatures, though. 0/1, 0/4.
There's a lot of potential there, though.
No, but what? Oh, wait. Actually, can I roll all that back? Because I forgot something with this.
It's toughness too.
Or power. Yeah, toughness or power. So
drop
drop the
bird.
Drop the bird first. Then bring out the Elusive Crassus. Those two get +1/+1 counters. Sorry about that, folks, but I'm glad I caught that now because the comment section was already blowing up. We play it casual, so we roll things back when we make mistakes, right? Not that we usually make mistakes, so we don't have to do this very often, but we're going to. I'm going to now move to combat,
Okay.
and I'm going to swing with my 1/2 flyer.
I have no reach, so I will drop down to 19.
Okay, so now that I've messed all that up, and I'm going to pass the turn down to you.
Untap. I'll go to combat.
Okay.
Swing it.
I'm just going to take the 3.
Okay.
Unless you have shenanigans.
Nope.
Okay, so now to 17.
I'm going to play a Gruul Guild Gate entering tapped. Tap for green or red.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tap a red and a green for the Scab Clan Mauler. He has a Bloodthirst of 2, so if an opponent was dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Now I'm going to use a 1 and a 1. No, I'm just kidding. But he does have trample, so now he is a 3/3 with trample. So.
Okay.
That's my turn, and while I read this card a little bit better.
That's your turn. Untap everything. Draw. I'm going to tap an island to tap the Simic Signet. And I'm going to pay 2 for the Gyre Sage. I think that's the pronunciation. So it's a 1/2 Elf Druid. It also has Evolve. And I can tap it for 1 green for each +1/+1 counter on Gyre Sage. So that is going to trigger add a +1/+1 counter on the Elusive Crassus. So it's now a 1/5 that can't be blocked. But do I just swing away? No, I'm just going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing into my two flyers here.
Okay. So no way to block them.
Well, you do have the Birds of Paradise, right?
Yeah. I'm going to take the 2 unless you have anything you're going to do.
No.
Okay,
no.
so I'll drop down to 17.
And I'll pass the turn out to you.
Untap. Draw. Okay, we're going to tap for red and green.
Okay.
For the Zerta Goblin. So he has right. He's a 2/2. So I'm going to choose to give him haste.
Whoa! Fake is out there with the counter. Okay.
Okay.
So it's got haste.
Got haste.
It's a hasty little goblin.
Now I am going to go like this.
Turn sideways with a bunch of them, huh?
With a bunch of them. So 3/3, 3/4, 2/2.
I am going to block the 3/4 with my 1/5.
Okay.
Damage?
Damage.
Okay, so I take 5?
Yep.
Okay, so down to 12.
Okay. Second main phase, tapping for red and green for another Scab Clan Mauler with, once again, Bloodthirst 2.
Ugh.
Yeah, I got no big flyer defense, though. And I pass back to you.
Okay.
I do, sir. I pass back to you.
Interesting. I'm going to play a forest.
That wasn't that interesting.
Give it a moment.
Whenever I play these, I do love these lands, though. They're so sweet.
Yeah, for basic lands, they are the nicest looking basic lands I think they've ever made. So I'm going to tap an island for blue-green from the Signet. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, including blue-green. And I'm going to cast Mormor Vig Simic Visionary. Or Mormor Vig Simic Visionary. It's a legendary creature, elf wizard. Whenever you cast a green creature spell, you may search your library for a creature card and reveal it. If you do, shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. Whenever you cast a blue creature spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put that card into your hand. It's a 2/2, which means triggers all across the board because it's got a higher power than the Crassus, the Raptor, and the gear. The gear.
Do you have enough dice for all that evolving?
I do, I think. I do. I don't have... Well, I can even... I'm going to replace this with a green. And I'm going to put a blue on this one. So just one, though. One counter. But now it can be tapped for 1 green. Okay, so I've now got 2 2/3 flyers, a 2/6 unblockable, and a
2/3
2/3 mana dork. And you've got how many cards left in hand?
2.
2. And I'd be looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at 12. But I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to you. You know what? I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to pass the turn to you.
Keep untapping. Draw. I'll keep my Bird of Paradise back, but we're going to just
swing in with the team?
Swing in with the team.
Okay. So that's still just a 2/2, correct?
Just a 2/2. Easy block there for you.
Okay, so that's going to go in front of that. I'm going to put the Raptor in front of the 2/2. And those are both 3/3s.
3/3s with trample.
3/3s to trample. I'm going to double block there.
Okay, so there's a total of 3 power.
3 power and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toughness.
Okay. I'm going to pay red and a green to Blood Rush. Discard this card, essentially, and target attacking creature gets +4/+4 and gains trample to end turn. So he already has trample, but now he becomes a 7/7.
And that's not that.
It just discards the card. So it's like an ability of the card.
Oh, okay.
I
so
believe
it's,
so.
Okay, no. Yeah. Okay, so, and you're going to do on this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to make him a 7/7?
Yeah.
Which is enough to kill both my guys. Okay, so damage goes through.
Okay.
I'm going to take
guys going
3 and additional spillover damage. 4 in total, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm down to 8. I lose these 2 guys, which is unfortunate. This lives, and so does my Raptor.
Yes, sir.
I
pass to you.
Pass to me. Okay, untap. Draw. All right, I'm going to play a forest. I'm going to tap the Signet for 2, including, so it's, I got blue-green, and then 1, 2, 3 more, so 5 in total. I'm going to cast Urban Evolution. Draw 3 cards. I may play an additional land this turn. Now, I've already played 1 land, so I can draw 3 cards.
Dang.
I'm going to play Simic Growth Chamber. When it enters the battlefield, it enters the battlefield tapped, and I may tap it for green and blue. But when I do put it in the battlefield, I have to return a land to my hand. So I'm going to return this island to my hand. I still need my blockers. Travis, pass the turn to you.
Okay. Untap. I really wanted to save that for my bird, by the way. Just swing with the bird and see what happens, Draw. play another forest. Now, I doubt you have a one-costed green creature with flash that has more than enough power to cause evolve. I think what I'm going to do here, before blocks,
Okay.
is tap out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To cast. Do I really want to do that? It's terrible. It's terrible.
Is it terrible?
It's pretty terrible.
Pretty terrible.
Yeah.
I say do it.
Yeah, we're going to do it. I'm going to waste this 6 mana cost burn spell with instant speed. Flame of the Razor Boar. It deals 4 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Then it would deal 2 damage to each other creature that player controls, if I control creature power 4 or greater. I have 3 power all across the board.
Oh!
I really want to hang on to my Gore Claw Rampage kind of thing,
okay,
but this is going to clear a blocker and set up, I don't know, more damage going through, hoping the best. I'm going to, I think, choose him because I think he's got the ability to draw you more cards and stuff.
More big?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And then, yeah, I'm going to swing with the team.
So that'd be 6. Because those all have those both have trample, right?
They have trample, yeah.
So I have the choice of either double blocking something, getting something off the board, or blocking one of those with the Crassus, preventing all the damage, and then chump blocking that, which does not have trample, and only taking 3. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to double block
Scab Clan
Mauler, because it has trample. So, shenanigans?
Nope, I'm assigning all damage, obviously, on the
one
that will die.
So Raptor first, and then okay, yeah, okay. That's one of the things as well too. Multiple blockers. We forget that step sometimes, but the attacker gets to assign blocking or a damage order.
No.
Okay, so 3 damage is going to go through to the Raptor. It's going to kill it. Overall damage is going to kill your the Mauler. I'm going to take 6, which puts me down to 2.
So, whoops, one thing that way. You can see why I totally would have wanted to cast that Flames of the Razor Boar, but even at that point, it's a card to play.
Yeah. Oh no,
why don't you take my brain?
No, he's still alive. He's still alive.
I'm going to take them away, apparently.
He's still kicking. Okay, so my turn.
Your turn, sir.
Untap everything.
Now the difference is you got lots of cards, and you only need one big creature to kind of stall me out.
Okay, I'm going to pay a blue and a green. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to tap an island, tap a signet for a blue and a green. I'm going to cast Coiling Oracle. It's a 1/1 snake elf druid. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of my library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. So I'm going to reveal it. It is a forest that is going to go onto the battlefield. I still get to play a card for this turn. A land card for this turn. I'm going to play Simic Growth Chamber we saw before, and I'm going to return this tapped island to my hand. I can't swing in because I need blockers. I'm going to pass the turn out to you.
Untap. Draw.
And the bird?
And the bird.
Okay, I'm going to block the Mauler with the 2/6, and I'm going to chump block the Coiling Oracle with the one that doesn't have trample.
Okay.
Damage?
No damage.
Okay.
Or no shenanigans.
No shenanigans, okay. Yeah. So Coiling Oracle dies, Elusive Crassus lives, and I take no damage.
Yeah.
To me?
Yeah.
Untap. Draw. Okay. So, I mean, there's no sense really bluffing. So, I'm going to concede. The reason why is because I've got an island, a forest, and a counter spell. So none of that's going to help. Yeah. So I needed at least one chump blocker in order to live a little longer. So, Travis, you've won the first game of the Wildcard qualifying match. And we're now going to move on. There is no sideboards with these decks, right?
Nope.
Okay, sort of. We had just finished playing a challenger deck thing, so there was sideboards that. So we're just going to shuffle up, get to the second game of this match right now. And we're back. So you, Travis, kept a 7-card opening hand, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you seemed a little on the fence about that, though, when we were talking about it before.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, maybe it'll work out for you.
It will.
You know, just, you know.
Reluctant confidence? Will, you know, but it's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I, on the other hand, had a mulligan down to 6. So it's not the worst 6-card hand, I guess, in the world, but it's not the best. I'm going to quickly scry now. I do get to go first because I lost that game.
Show that scry, yo.
That is going to be the card, and I'm just going to put that back on top. I'm going to put that on top. Travis?
Yes, sir.
I was going to pass the turn to you, but that's a bad idea when I actually get to go first. So instead, I'm going to play an island. I'm going to tap that island and bring out a Fin Raptor.
Raptor!
Pass the turn to you.
All right. I will draw. I will play a... Hang on. I keep confusing a couple of the turf and the Guild Gate. Yeah, so I'm just playing a forest, not a turf or a Guild Gate. And passing back to you.
Okay.
No bird.
No bird?
No. You got your turn 1 play. I did not get my... I don't think there's a play set in this deck of... I think they make it like a $50 deck to pick up. It was a play set of Birds of Paradise.
I'm going to tap an island to get 1 blue floating. I'm going to play Simic Growth Chamber. We saw that before. Ender's tapped. I'm going to return the island to my hand. And, psych, I'm not going to use the blue. I'm just going to pass the turn to you.
I've been psyched.
You have been psyched. Consider yourself officially psyched.
I'm pretty sure I know this works. I have to play... So whenever you have those bounce land, I have a bounce land, everybody. You have to kind of play a card out of your hand or end up discarding if you've been on the draw. That's how Commander always works. So what I'll do is play a second forest. Oh no, Travis, what are you doing? You're silly. You're going to be mana screwed. Oh no. Gruul Signet. Gruul Signet, I can tap 1 and tap it. And I get a red and a green. So it unscrews my mana. That's how signets work, baby.
I really hope someone puts a comment in the comment section. Oh, no, Travis, you're silly.
No, am I? Okay, I'll pass turn to you. Attack with your 0/1 flyer.
Okay.
That you can't tap for any color of mana.
Draw.
Let me read this thing again.
Interesting. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to tap for 2 and play the Simic Signet.
Signet, solid play.
I'm going to play a forest. I'm going to tap the forest, tap the Signet for 2, even though I don't really have to use 2. And I'm going to play Experimental 1. For 1 green, it is a 1/1 human ooze, which is a great creature type. It's got Evolve, much like the Fin Raptor does. It also has an extra ability. Remove 2 +1/+1 counters from Experiment 1. Regenerate Experiment 1. I think I used to call this Experimental 1 all the time. I didn't this time. It does have 1 power, which means the Fin Raptor now gets a +1/+1 counter. I'm going to move to combat.
Combat, sir.
I'm gonna peck you for 1 with my mutant bird.
I will drop down to 19.
Sorry.
Bird
mutant. There we go.
Merman, Dad.
Merman. Pass the turn now to you.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Okay. So, we're going to do this all correctly.
Do it.
How much mana can I get? 1. And this. There's 2. I guess. All right, 2. Well, I can buy a clan guild mage.
Okay.
It's a 2/2. I can tap a red and 1 and tap it. Target creature can't block this turn. I can tap 2 and a green and tap it, and target land I control becomes a 4/4 elemental. That's just weak. Until the end of turn, with haste, still land.
For 3 mana, that is good, in my opinion. Maybe not good when you only have 2 land on the board, but still, it's good.
Meh. Then I'm going to play the Gruul Turf and return that forest.
Oh, okay, good.
If I was you, son, I'd return that forest, Joe. Not quite getting off to the speedy aggro start I wanted, but I'm just going to pass 2 at this point.
I still think you're crazy. I think the Clan Guild Mage is really good. Crazy.
A little crazy.
I'm going to play a Simic Guildgate. I screwed this up already by playing that Simic Guildgate. I was a stupid mod. Stupid mod. I'm going to tap this for 2. I'm going to tap this, activate it for to add 2, so I got 3. And I'm going to cast Vorul of the let's try that again. Vorul of the Hull Clade. It is a 1/4 human merfolk. I can tap it for I can pay a green and blue, tap it, double the number of each kind of counter on target artifact, creature, or land. So because it has 4 toughness, both of these get to evolve. So there, one goes up there. Get a counter on Experiment 1.
Not experimental.
You could tell the way I pronounced that I meant to say Experimental 1, and I just cut it off. Experiment 1. And then I'm going to move to combat.
Move to combat,
So I'm going to swing in with my 2/3 flyer.
Okay. That's 2 now, so we're up down to 17. Now, we talked about this off camera, but getting an early flyer against this deck can do a lot of work, actually.
Pass turn to you.
Okay. Let's get some more mojo working here. Mountain? But didn't you have a forest in hand before? Yeah, I drew that mountain. I like to show that. Now I have access to up to 5 mana. I have so many 4 mana costed spells. So which one am I going to choose? Definitely you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think what makes most sense, so I can keep 1 mana open up, is tap that, to tap that, to tap that, to add 4.
There you go. 2 of each.
2 of each. I'm going to cast the Rebel Belt Raiders. 3/3 what? Rebel Belt Raiders, whenever they attack, put a +1 counter on them for each attacking creature I control, including itself, I guess.
Okay.
Let me double check that with the reading here. Whenever Rebel Belt Raiders attacks, put a +1 counter on it for each attacking creature I control. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, not evolved nice or anything, but there was that. Yeah, that's going to just be a pass back to you now.
Back to me.
Yes, sir.
Tap. Draw. I'm going to play another Simic Guildgate. I'm going to pay 1, activate the Signet for 2. Gross Chamber for another 2. That for 5 in total. And I'm going to cast Mormor Vig again.
That guy.
Saw him before. Now he's going to trigger nothing.
He evolves nothing. I mean, he brings insane value, but he triggers no evolves. What do you trigger?
Nothing. I'm going to move to combat.
I don't mean to berate your creature. You just got here and I'm making him feel really uncomfortable and awkward.
Swinging for 2.
2. After 15. At some point, Travis, do something.
Pass turn to you.
Block something. Seriously, bro. Yeah. Another mountain. So you know I got another land in town. Why am I throwing away this information to you? It's all mind games, my friend. Okay. So we are going to do that thing again. Well, keep you up. Tap you to tap you and tap you to get a 4.
4 in total.
For the giant Soul Flash. So he's a 4/1 trample haste.
You got Shroud as well too, right?
He has Shroud, yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't think he's worthy of his rare status. I do not, sir. We're gonna go to combat.
Okay.
So, being that has happened, he's gonna get 2 counters.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Viggy in front of your 2/2.
Okay. I'm going to tap green and red to waste a really good spell. I'm wasting it. I'm going to cast Colossus. Target creature at +4/+2 and gains trample. Now, obviously, I wanted to do Collision, which would destroy that thing.
Oh, okay.
Which is destroy target creature. Or deal 6 damage to target creature. But I'm going to save my dude here. So it's going to get +4/+2. So it's going to become 6/4 with trample.
Okay.
So there will still be 4 damage trampling over and 5. So you take 9.
Take 9. So I'm down to 11.
I lose my really cool card. Pass back to you, sir.
Pass back to me. Okay. Oh, and then I lose Vig as well too, right?
Yeah. At least I got rid of him. I mean, would rather have done cooler stuff with that thing, but
interesting. I'm going to play an island I'm going to tap this forest to tap the signet for green and blue. To play Coiling Oracle, we saw it before. So I reveal the top card of my library. If it's a land, I put it in the battlefield. Otherwise, I put that card into my hand. Elusive Crassus. So I'm going to put that into my hand. I'm then going to tap for 2, 3 in total. Bring out the Elusive Crassus, which is going to trigger Experiment 1 and the Raptor. So Raptor is going to go up to a 3/4. Experiment 1 is going to go up to a 2/2. And then I got the Crassus out. Pass turn to you.
Okay. Tapping stuffs. Drawing stuffs. Playing that forest. Tapping 1 for the Bird of Paradise.
Okay.
Why would you do that, Travis? That seems like the most awesome play. Then I'm going to tap this and tap this. Hang on, no. I'm going to tap this and tap that to add red-green. Tap that to add red-green. To cast Ulosht, the Hate Seed. Legendary creature, Hellion Hydra. He enters the battlefield with a +1 counter on it for each other red creature I control. And a +1... Okay, let me read this right. A +1 counter on it for each other red creature you control, and a +1 counter on it for each other green creature you control. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Each...
Because these are both red and green.
Yeah.
So he's going to get 4 for green and an additional 3. So 7 in total.
In case you're wondering why I wasn't doing cool stuff with my multicolored creatures earlier, it's because I was really hoping to maximize this dude.
And what's his ability?
Oh, you don't really care about his abilities because I'm mostly tapped outer. So he has an activated ability for 1 generic mana. I can remove a +1 counter from Ulash and choose 1. It deals 1 damage to target creature, or I can create a 1/1 green sapling creature token.
Okay.
So, what do you got this one?
And that's his only ability?
Yes. So, but there's 2 options there.
Okay, yeah.
I have 2 mana up because he can't be tapped this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I can take 2 counters off of him in theory and deal 2 damage at instant speed.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do, I'll spend 1 pre-combat to remove a counter from him to burn away your Oracle.
Okay, so the Oracle goes to the graveyard.
Okay. So now he's just a 6/6. So we're going to go to combat.
Okay.
Swing in here with both of these creatures. So she's going to get 2 more counters, going to a 7/7.
And that's going to be a...
That's just a 4/1.
4/1 with trample.
Yeah.
So
And
a 7/7.
Shroud. So I cannot, combat trick that one. That's the difference between Shroud and Hexproof. Shroud, you can't do anything to them. Hexproof, your opponents can't do anything to them. It's spell-wise and ability-wise.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, pre-blocks, I'm going to tap for a green and a blue. I'm going to tap Voral to double the number of counters on him. So he's going to go up to a 6/7. I'm going to put the Crassus in front of the 4/1. I'm going to put both of these in front of the... It's a 7/7?
It's a 7/7.
I'm going to remove 2 counters from Experiment 1 to put a basically regeneration shield on it.
Okay.
So then damage.
So I'm going to order all damage because it's a 6/7.
So this is a 6/7, yeah.
So order all damage there.
Okay.
And yeah, that's just that.
Okay. So damage goes through.
Okay.
This dies. I take no damage.
This dies.
This is regenerated, turned sideways, and this goes to the graveyard, but that dies as well too.
Yes.
Okay. Whew.
Whew, indeed. Now I just pass to you.
Pass to me. Okay. Draw.
Okay.
Forest.
Before you're forced,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I will spend 1 to remove a counter to do 1 damage to him.
Yeah, you know what? I just realized afterwards I screwed up horribly there. Like I should never
need to put
I
him
should
in
never
front.
put the flyer in front of it. No, I shouldn't have put.
Oh, you
I
should
should have
just
put
put him.
Experiment 1 in front of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to get rid of it, but then I realized, like, I had it as a 6/7. I could have doubled it up to a 12 something the very next turn. Instead, I ended up throwing it away. So
Even that collision wouldn't have done much if I could get it back.
I screwed that up horribly. Okay, so anyways, I played a forest.
Paid 1 to remove a counter, so down to 5/5 to do 1 damage.
Paying that, yeah. I'm dead. I'll pass the turn to you.
Which I should have done on your upkeep, I guess, before you...
Oh, I played that so badly, guys. I played that incredibly poorly.
Okay. Nothing really matters. So I'm just going to put this thing on my bird, which makes it a big, big bird, and then swing.
What is it?
It's Worm Weaver Quill. Enchant green creature. Enchant creature gets +6/+6, and I can also pay 3 green to sacrifice it and create a 6/6 worm token. But it becomes a huge flyer.
So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so you win, and out of curiosity, another island. And then oh my goodness. Yeah, a Frilled Mystic would have been excellent a million years ago. So, yeah, I like 100%. I screwed that up with the Cloudfin and this one as well too, because I could have kept that going forever, or at the very least I could have swung it for 12, which would have made it a slightly more respectable game. I mean, the evolve thing is awesome, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made too many mistakes during that game. Like Vig should have come out before Voral, because then I would have gotten an additional trigger off of Evolve and stuff. But I'm not a pro player, and obviously that sort of showed there. So, but Gruul finally got his redemption, because once again I got kind of a poor shake. For those of you who are fans of Simic, I'm sorry that I ended up being your Simic champion, because I was definitely not playing that the way I should have, especially that second game. So Gruul is going to face Selesnya. And then the winner of that one is going to face whoever wins against Rakdos versus Izzet. In the future, when we do, I don't know how often they're going to come out with guild kits or this many decks in a year. I'm going to work out some sort of system where there's going to be buys instead of a never-ending stream of wildcard playoffs.
Which would be fine if they didn't release 2 or 3 more groups or sets of...
That was the thing. Like, if we had like weeks just to concentrate on doing the guild kits before other things came out, then it would have been fine, because we could have played it forever. Because in past years for showdowns, I remember there were times where it's like we've run out of matchups. Like, you know, it's like, what are we going to do? And this year has not been like that at all. The other thing as well too, in one of the previous episodes of the Mana Cave, I showed you a graphic for the Planeswalker deck showdown, which is coming up. And in that case, I showed that there was going to be a second part. I may change that as well too. The comment section, folks in the comment section had basically said that they were, of the idea of buys. Yeah. So, what I'll probably do is try to work out some sort of like sub bracket within that to have that be the end of the 3rd season of the Planeswalker deck showdown. So the Planeswalker deck showdown season 3 is going to consist of Domri, Dovin, Jace, Gideon, and then the 5 core set 2020 decks. And then we're just going to sort of like do playoffs from there. So one of the matchups may get a redemption shot, and they're going to play off against the Vivian deck, which is sort of the odd deck out when it comes to the 2020s decks, or something like that. I still got to sort of work out the logistics of that. Once I have, I will post a graphic, which may already be done. And if that case, it's going to be shown now, or it's not going to be shown if I haven't done it. So, so there we go. So I don't feel bad about losing.
Yeah.
Because that happens often enough where I'm like immune to it at this point. But I do feel bad for the Simic folks out there, because it was just...
You play so cool sometimes, because I still think this is a game. I got to play it super tight and everything. And then you play the Coiling Oracle. I'm like, I got this. Like when all you play was that, I'm like,
the core. It's
a good card, but not at that situation.
But it was also a top deck. I ended up just drawing land. Yeah. Like and don't get me wrong, I had a great start because I had all those evolved creatures. Both games, I started off with a great number of evolved creatures.
Turn 1 Fin Raptor,
and I thought, wow, this is going to go really great until your creatures dry up, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, they're never going to get any bigger than that. And, you know, and when I had the 1/4 that doubled the number of counters, I honestly just thought, just go for the jugular at this point. Just go for it. And instead, my controlled deck mentality came back. I held back. I should have probably been more aggressive. So, for those of you who are going to say, I played the Simic deck badly, You don't have to. You know why? I already know. So, and I apologize. And maybe we'll bring Simic back as a commander deck. Maybe I'll just convert it into a commander deck. And then Simic will ride again.
Yeah.
Travis, though, you did a wonderful job.
Yeah, it worked pretty darn well.
And I think a lot of people wanted to see Gruul do better than the first time where it sort of got shafted a little bit. So.
And honestly, I got to play a few combat tricks, but not nearly as much as I was thinking are in this deck. I can't remember the entire deck, but it's like, that's one thing I like about Gruul is the combat tricks.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm always tempted to just to waste them, much like Burn, because in some ways they're similar to Burn.
Yeah.
You can waste them when someone isn't blocked, like now I can do like 3 or 4 extra damage. But much like Burn, no, I always got to remember to save those things for trading, because really, the main thing they're for is for not 2 for 1-ing, but kind of 2 for 1-ing. Instead of your creature dying and their creature living, you save yours and you take their creature out.
Yeah.
Is what you want to do with them. And it's hard for me not to.
And when you already have board advantage, or if you're tied for board advantage, swinging it more into your favor by spending that one card, it may not, like you said, it may not have been the way that you originally planned on using it, but still, it was the right way to go because I wasn't able to then keep up with your board. So there you go, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry the Guild Kit Showdown has taken forever, but we will eventually get through it, probably by December. So, Travis, thank you again.
Yeah, no problem.
Everyone at home, thank you guys for understanding that I'm an awful Magic player. And we'll see you all again in the next video.